Hey guys, back out here by the canoe again. I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft, here to answer another question that was posed. The question was, what do I use to cook food or to heat up my water when I can't build a campfire? Maybe there's regulations wherever you are to prevent you from building a fire, or maybe you're just using some common sense and it's not a good day to be building a fire. Sometimes, I use these products when I don't want to go through the hassle of building a fire, because I don't want to be on that spot very long. I want something just to heat up a cup of coffee or some soup, or maybe just heat up some water so that I can add it to like a Mountain House meal or something like that. There's a couple of options out there that I like. Now, the thing I like the best is this right here. This is the military fuel, and this is compressed trioxane, but it's getting hard to find, and when I can find it, it's getting a little pricey. So in place of that, I have found this ESBIT, E-S-B-I-T. It's a nice fuel. It burns hot. One tab will usually heat up a cup of water like I need. It is a little bit harder to light than the military compressed fuels, but if you've got a couple of minutes and you've got a lighter, it'll work just fine. Two other things that I use quite often are these small chafing dish type fuels, and you can use those with either, I'll show you here, this is the new Pathfinder stove, and it sets right over top of these, and it lets in enough air that these will continue to burn, and you've got a nice surface to put your cup over top of. Of course, your military type stoves will work, or even just a few nails stuck in the ground or tent pegs, and then you can use those to support your cup while you cook over top of these. Now this is the Sterno style. It's what you're probably most familiar with. It has like a gel inside of it, looks like jelly. This one here is one that actually has a wick in the top of it, and you can shake it, you can hear the liquid inside of it, which I believe is an alcohol-based accelerant. They both work, but I find that the one with the wick has a tendency that the bottom of my container will build up a lot of condensation, and sometimes it'll even be enough that it'll put this out if you don't have enough offset. As far as the gel type fuels, no issue. I can get several burns out of this thing. It's nice and light, and those are the options that I go to most of the time. Now there is one more that I've been messing with here lately, and that is I built a couple of these alcohol stoves. Got the ideas off the internet. I've bought the supplies, and I've made a couple of them. They all have their advantages and disadvantages, and I've tried a few different fuels, but this one right here is the one that I think works the best. It is one of the well, I was going to say it's more pricey than some of the others, but actually I'm not sure that it is. It's an expensive little container, but it really lasts for a long time, and when you break it down and put it into a small bottle, it doesn't take very much room. It burns clean, and this is actually made for marine type stoves. So you're using a product in its intended purpose, which most of the time you're going to get a better burn out of that. But this is simply denatured alcohol, and you can burn this in anything from just a small metal container to an Altoids tin to some of the little small stoves that you would make out of a pop can or so, and it works great in the small alcohol burner stoves that are intended just for that purpose. So there's some options for you as far as heating up water when you're out in the bush and you don't want to have that campfire. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for joining me once again. I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft. God bless.